Hi everyone, and welcome back as I continue my review of my classic Doctor Who DVDs, and no Cybermen in this one. So this is my third review of Patrick Troughton as the Doctor, and it's another invasion story. But who's invading this time? Well, it's the Ice Warriors in the story The Seeds of Death, a 6-part story. Just to summarise, basically it's set in the future. There's this revolutionary transport system called TMAT beaming cargo all around the Earth. There's a central control point on Earth, and there's also a control point on the Moon. But unfortunately, the Moon base gets invaded by a small number of Ice Warriors, and they're going to use the Moon base as a platform for a full-on invasion of the Earth. But as the Ice Warriors are few in number, they are going to use biological warfare by unleashing a very nasty fungus, and they will use the TMAT to transport this fungus around the Earth. There's one bit in it that I didn't really understand, because the Doctor said he couldn't use his TARDIS to go up to the Moon because he arrives on Earth to start with, and he gets suggested he goes on a rocket. And yet later on, one of the hierarchy lot in the TMAT setup arrives on the Moon through TMAT. So what was the rocket business all about? It struck me as padding. That's all I can say, padding to the story. But even though it was padding, it wasn't boring. It was still flowing along the story. So the Doctor arrives on the Moon base and comes face to face with the Ice Warriors, and he's got a number of problems he must solve. What is this fungus? Can he combat it? Can he stop the Ice Warriors on the Moon base, and also stop the invasion fleet? All this, of course, comes to a head later on in the story, and of course we all know the good old Doctor's going to win. Yeah, I've got a bit of a hankering for the Ice Warriors. I've got to admit, I really like the Ice Warriors. They're not always villainous. They do have an element of honour about them. So it's hard to tell, what you up against. Are you up against villains or honourable ones? Yeah, I really do like the Ice Warriors. This is the only story I've got with the Ice Warriors. But nevertheless, I really thoroughly enjoy The Seeds of Death. It's a great story. One thing, well, there's a few things I picked up on. When the Ice Warriors were using TMAT on the Moon base to teleport their sea pods around the Earth, they were putting them in stands. I just want to know where those stands come from. Did they bring them with them? I don't know. And this story's set in the future, and they're still using guns that fire bullets. And the security forces stand out a mile. I had to laugh when I saw the word security written on the top of the face visor of the security guards. Absolutely laughable. Oh, it really was. Anyway, overall, it's a 6-part story. It's a very enjoyable story. It goes along smoothly. I like this story. I really do. As I say, I've got a hankering for the Ice Warriors. It's the only one I've got of the Ice Warriors. And it's, fortunately for me, it's a great one. I like it. Fantastic. And I thoroughly recommend this story to everyone. Check it out. It's well worth it. And on that high note, I'll see you in due course in the next one. Have a great day. Goodbye.